Hello and welcome to Wabi-Sabi 12-minute yoga. So Wabi-Sabi just means embracing the imperfections in life and finding something beautiful. So sit down wherever you've got enough space, a cluttered room like this or anywhere else that you can sit down. And just breathe. You might want to cross your legs, take your legs out straight. You might want to put one hand on the chest, one on the belly. It doesn't really matter. Just connect with how you're breathing. Really feel your breath. So as you inhale through your nose, feel that breath swell up your body. And as you exhale through your nose or your mouth, feel that breath gently released. Just allow yourself to focus simply on the movement of breath in and out of your body. How wonderful does that feel? And then just let your hands just rest on the knees or the thighs, however they feel comfortable. And then when you're ready, we're just going to slowly stretch out the legs if they're crossed into a nice long staff position, leaning back on the hands a little. And we're going to slowly start to work on the Pavanmuktasana joint freeing series. So as you inhale, scrunching your toes into a tight little ball. And as you exhale, spreading those toes out nice and wide. And taking about between 5 and 7 rounds of this, depending on how slowly you're breathing. So finding that breath-body connection. Joy in those subtle movements, just of those gentle muscles of the feet. And then next we're going to inhale, pointing the toes away from you. And as you exhale, flex the foot, bringing the toes back towards you. And just notice how it feels on the backs of the legs, on the feet, on the ankles. And then we're going to move into some circles of the ankles. So maybe sitting up a little more as you slowly rotate the ankles. So imagine your toes are like pencils drawing circles. Nice slow circles in one direction and then in the other direction. Just a few rounds. And then knee cranking now. So as you inhale, draw the right heel towards you. As you exhale, straighten the legs and lower the foot. Just let it hover over the ground. And just repeat this a few more times. So as you inhale, drawing the knee towards you. Exhale, lengthen and lower. So again, about 5 to 7 rounds on each side. So whatever you do on one side, doing the same number on the other side. So let's make this your last one, and then we'll just swap sides. Same thing, moving nice and easy. Maybe you can hear your knee actually cranking. I certainly can. Remember, we are celebrating our imperfections, finding something beautiful here. Just in this ability to move our bodies, to breathe. And that's the last one now. So slowly moving into a butterfly position by drawing the soles of the feet together. Knees out to the side and just gently fluttering the knees up and down. Just finding a little space in those hip joints. Maybe little circles. Maybe you like to go up and down faster, slower. Maybe very subtle movements. Just let it be how it feels good to move. And then when you're ready, we're just going to find another comfortable seated position, legs out straight or crossed, taking your arms up to shoulder height. And as you inhale, we're going to scrunch the fingers up. And then we're going to lower the knuckles to the ground, exhale, knuckles to the ceiling. So finding some nice space in the wrist joints, releasing any pressure on those hands if we've been leaning back. And now we're going to stretch the fingers and scrunch the fingers, just like we did with the feet. So just moving the hands out and then closing them together. And then now let's move into some circles of those fists. So like we did with the ankles, moving in one direction and then swapping over to the other direction. Doesn't matter which direction you move first. They don't have to go together. Mine are already out of sync. And then just placing the hands down. And as you inhale, draw the shoulders up to the ears. As you exhale, lower the shoulders down. And just find a little space in those muscles and the shoulders, the upper back. And just being aware of your breath. And then we're going to cross at the elbows, take the hands on the shoulders, and we're going to lower the elbows to the ground and then lift the elbows. So you can do it with the breath. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, lower the elbows and round the back, tucking the chin in to the chest as you lower. Feel a little space in that upper back, perhaps the middle back, as well as the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists. So eagle arms variation. And then we're just going to swap over which arm is underneath. So same thing, inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Just breathe in your way. Feeling your way through this practice, only moving how it feels good to move. Nice nurturing hug for yourself here. You're doing great. And taking the hands down beside you onto the floor, perhaps. And then just lean over to one side. Again, it doesn't matter which, but keep the elbows and the wrists soft. Only move to a position that you can still breathe deeply in. So just leaning over to one side and then leaning over to the other side. Tucking the chin in, keeping the gaze downwards. And back to center. And we'll twist. So we'll take the left hand on the right knee, right hand behind the back, twisting from the middle. Gazing over that right shoulder. And so remember, only go to a position that you can still breathe deep. And keep that twist and then bring the gaze forward for a few breaths. And then take your right arm to the left knee and then just tuck the chin in, roll gently side to side. And we'll swap sides. So right hand to left knee, left hand behind the back, gazing over the left shoulder. Breathing deeply into the belly. And then let's just lean back now. So this is imperfect. I've forgotten to do the same thing on the other side, but it doesn't matter. It's Wabi-Sabi Yoga. We're feeling our way. And then you can stay there leaning back, or you could walk your hands forwards. Again, just come to a point that's comfortable for you, where you can breathe deeply into your upper back now on the sides of the ribs. And then slowly back to comfortable seated position. And let's work on our necks now. So we're going to tuck the chin into the chest and then slowly lift the head, gazing up to the ceiling. So we lower. Inhale lifts us up. Exhale lowers us down. Nice and slowly. So we don't want to go too far that there's any strain on the neck. And then we're going to slowly look over the right shoulder. Slowly over the left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, just taking the gaze as far as we comfortably can in one direction and then in the other direction. So we need to be very careful with the neck. Just want to move how it feels good to be. And let's do some rolls. Chin to chest, right ear to right elbow, look up, left shoulder, not elbow. I think you know what I meant. So we're just going to slowly rotate the head gently. Not too much, not any pain. You just want to move it slowly, just finding that space in the neck. Feel your way. And then let's come back to the chin parallel to the floor. Let's find that breath again. Perhaps you'd like to put one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly, or just keep your hands wherever they are. Now we're going to relax. So I've just got a chair, put my legs up on the chair. You could just lie down on your back, bending the knees, taking the feet mat width apart, letting the knees roll together, or Shavasana, lying on your back with your legs hip width apart, arms a little away from the body. This variation with the legs on the chair just adds an inversion, just lifts the legs, helps to reverse the flow of energy in the body. And just let go. Wherever you're touching the ground, just allow yourself to be aware of that sensation, body being supported, and allow yourself to soften into that support. There's nothing to do, nowhere to be. You can stay here as long as you want. All you need to do is breathe. Be aware of your in-breath. Be aware of your out-breath. If you're sticking to the 12 minutes, slowly roll yourself over to one side. Bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your palms to your heart center. Thank yourself for finding time for you. Bye for now. Have a lovely day.